Hey there, guys! Welcome back. And the city has matured now. It's all up to full high density, and I wanted to show you. Look, wow! Look at those planes coming across. Gorgeous. I've thrown in quite a few VTOLs, and you remember I was talking to you about the flying cars and stuff. And like, where are they all? It's like they were here like a minute ago, and now they've kind of disappeared. Where have you gone to? Did it marvelous? You want to show something and like oh here we what's the one there? No, there were loads of them before, and now I can't see. There we go. Oh, here we go, and another one. Yeah, and another one, and another one coming here. Yes, I told you there were loads. And another one, and there's one there, and there's one. Oh, and there's one over there. They're all over the place, guys. I do love that. And you know what? They're not even maxed out yet because I've got some ideas to try and and another one coming. Oh, that's low, and there's one. Oh, see, oh man, I'm such a big kid. I'll try and calm down. I'm sorry. I'll try and calm down, but I love those things. Alrighty, now, what the hell was I going to talk to you about? I know what I was going to talk to you about. And there's like quite a lot to talk to you about. While this has been growing up, I haven't done very much, but I've done a little bit of tinkering. So like I was playing around with the roads over here, like primarily to kind of just to ease the traffic a little bit. And then I started playing around with this, and this is all a bit wonky at the moment. And then I started thinking, well, you know what? I really could use the space. And I'm seriously thinking about instead of having this enclosure wall coming around here, let me zoom out a bit for you. Instead of having this enclosure wall coming around here, I'm thinking of maybe taking it up there, right? And I don't know, maybe do something across here. And then like utilizing this space and having like a bit of a, I don't know, like a bit of a trade park going on. Use the trade buildings. Maybe put in like one of the things I want to put in. I want to put in a couple of trade ports because I want to get the heavy lift VTOLs coming in, and they're pretty cool. So I'm thinking that I don't know. Maybe Maybe a little bit of electronics or something. But basically, try and utilize this space because it's all kind of a bit wasted. I do like this bridge, but I don't know. I can maybe do something. I don't know. Maybe throw a bridge off here or something, which might look quite good. So yeah, that's one area that's going to be in the final tinkering session, and I really not sure right now how that's going to turn out. But you've got the ideas, so you can kind of see where I'm going with that. Now let's talk about the Omega factories for a second, because I've been popping in the Omega factories, and I've kind of been looking for how I can get the purple smoke to be like relatively like not totally consistent, but I wanted kind of patches of the purple smoke kind of all over the place. But I wanted it to be, different. I wanted it to be like different heights and different densities and all that kind of stuff. So I've played around with the placement, and now I've got this thing on vibrant. Let me change that, because the purple smoke, I think, so down here, like on your graphics, go down to filters, and I don't know. Let's just turn that off and see what it looks like now. And whoa, I don't want to quit SimCity. Get back in. And that changes it to this kind of light pink stuff, which is kind of, I don't really like very much. So I'm gonna, but you see the different look, and I'm gonna have to play around a little bit with the filters, and kind of decide what filter I'm gonna have for this city, because I'm kind of not sure. I think the vibrant is a little bit too vibrant. So I'll have a play around, and I'll talk to you about that when we kind of do the wrap up, and we get some shots. And we'll talk about the whole filters thing and the different looks that you can get. Now, this block over here, I'm really liking, because if we come into here, this is you know, the kind of density, and I love the different building heights and all that kind of stuff. And we've got some nice buildings like these three, nice, lovely. But one thing you'll notice is that there's a fair amount of medium wealth stuff in here, and I want to talk about that and show you why, and I want to show you a solution for it, because it is a bit of a if you're trying to do this, it's a bit of a problem. Oh, night time, you're getting a look. Gonna stop that. We'll come back in a second. Okay, that's better. Now, we were talking about medium wealth and these mega towers. Now, let me show you. If I switch to, I always do it from the parks menu. I don't know why. It's a bit of a habit. Now, you look at all this medium wealth that's been created, right? And that's coming from the safety levels and the education levels that are causing this this medium wealth to crop up, and that's a bit of a nightmare, isn't it? I mean, especially like over here where we've got the hospital as well. You know, that's very medium wealth. To be honest, I don't know why this is quite so. What have I got over here that's doing that? No idea. But hey, that's the problem. How do we solve that? Well, I was looking at the Megatowers, and I was going, well, like, what can I do? What can I put in? And I had to go and do a bit more research, because I hadn't researched this one. The nuclear reactor level. Now, parks are good. You know what? I actually didn't check the Skybridge station. I'll have to do that, and I'll tell you. But let me pop one of these in, because I want to show you the difference and the effect that it has on the wealth. So let's let that build quickly. Okay, so what I've done, I've actually thrown in 3 for you. I've thrown 2 levels in on here and 1 level, and you can see it's gone from medium wealth to actually to red in actual fact, but it has got rid of all that medium wealth. So now all of these buildings which are currently medium wealth, I can knock down and have them rebuild as low wealth. So there you go. Now this has an interesting well, it's not like a terribly interesting side effect, but it's a bit of a side effect, and that is these levels are actually kind of not bad. The one thing I don't like about them is that they have these big garish flashing symbols, which is not so good. But like from this side, they're not too bad at all. And I do like, if I zoom in just a touch, come on camera, I do like these little textures on them, and these nice symbols and the blue neon and stuff like that. So I think what I'm gonna do is I may have a little bit of a rethink about how I was going to do the Megatowers, and what I may end up doing is putting 1 or 2 nuclear reactors like on the ground floor, so that, you know, each one of these towers will effectively be built on top of a nuclear reactor, which I think might be quite cool. But you know, I'm going to need to play around with it. I'm going to need to tinker with it and see what it looks like when that's done. And I might even throw in some like halfway up or something, because they do have, they have this interesting shape, and they do have these like this bit sticking out and stuff. So definitely that's going to be like a kind of an important consideration. But I'm really glad that I found that there was a way that I could reduce the wealth, and it's kind of worth knowing about, so I wanted to pass that on. So that means we can now get all of this reduced to low wealth and get the full-on Blade Runner look to it, which is very cool. Now, I haven't done much with the roads. I tinkered with a little couple of bits of road. Oh yeah, there we go. I put in this little bit of road there just to hook those up, and I've been playing around with this area over here, and kinda, I don't know. See, I wanted to hook this mega tower up like some way, but I'm kinda not happy with how I can get this to look. So that's, I don't know. I think this is probably going to get ripped out, and I'll just put you know, that bit back on, and I don't know what I might put a factory or something in there. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Okay, what else do I need to tell you? Because this is like the preparation for the final tinkering session. Yes, it's finally here. I'm gonna do something over here, which I did say to you before, and that's definitely going to get messed around with, like, pretty massively, I think, because I do like it, you know, like, but I just it needs to be a little bit more special. So I do have an idea in mind, and funnily enough, I built something else which I don't know. I might get around to showing you, but I don't know. I'm waffling. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. What else? What else? Was there anything else that I wanted to tell you about? I guess with these factories, just like, you know, I've put all the VTOLs on to get the VTOL things going. I've been trying to get the OmegaCo signs and everything, and the flames, of course, coming out of the buildings, like from as many angles as I can get them, you know. So you see what I mean about these things? These signs are like too much, which is why I think I kind of need to bury them a little bit. They kind of overpower everything, and I want the Omega signs to be like the really visible things in the city. So that's kind of an important consideration. I've noticed, by the way, these medium density buildings, and I'm really glad that they popped up, because you know what? I hadn't really seen medium density futurized buildings at night, and boy, they've got this blue and green thing going on, which I'm going to have to do a city with that, because I reckon I can do something quite cool with that. I think I'm going to have to come up with a bit of a backstory about, I don't know, some other faction, some other group within the area, within the continent, and build them a city. And it's going to have a very, very distinctive look with these kind of buildings. I love these. Absolutely love those. Alrighty. Anything else? Finally. No, I think that's it. You know, there's so much to tinker around with. I've got to play around with the safety levels. I think I'm going to need to put an extra hospital in. I've got to play around with the education massively, because the education, we're only getting about 50%. That's with 2 education levels. So I may have to, I don't know, I have to balance this around. Maybe put in 3 education levels, maybe 2 safety levels, 2 hospitals or something. I may use 1 or 2 mods. I don't know. Like, I might use my drones galore mod. That might be a little idea to get me some drone bays, but on small buildings. We'll see. I'll have a play around with it. And oh, come on. You know, I'm sure there was something else. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. You know what? We can't wait anymore. You guys have been kept waiting way too long to see this finally completed. So I'm going to go off. I'm probably going to spend a lot of hours on the fine tuning. I am going to be like knocking buildings down, getting exactly the models that I want, which means I've got to get the whole thing, you know, completely stable before I can do that, which is kind of why I've been waiting for Omega. Oh, that was what I was going to show you. This is why I was wittering on. I knew there was something I hadn't shown you. Okay, OmegaCo. The factories, the actually industrial buildings, have been burning down repeatedly because I didn't have enough Omega to keep them happy. Let's spin this around the back so you can see. And I do really, really like the fact that they're very Omega looking. So, like, it means that from this side of the city, we're going to have a nice, good Omega look. In fact, I think the whole city's going to have a really good Omega look when it's finished, along with, you know, all of these gorgeous buildings when they're fully done. It's gonna look nice at night. Okay, so that was one of the reasons for adding in the factories. I was going to add the factories in anyway, but I kind of found that I needed to, just to keep these populated with Omega. So industrial now is at 100%. That's really cool. Commercial is now starting to come up, and residential is kind of starting to fly. And I'm just looking at the gold membership, and like the gold membership is up to 38%. So a quick look at the map so you can see. But like obviously, like all the medium density and stuff is all going to get knocked down and rebuilt and whatever. But I think by the time this is done, this is going to be a very profitable city. I mean, the thing's already making like 35,000. So I'm expecting that when this is all done and finished and complete and everything, it's going to be probably making 100,000 an hour without any real problems. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to go off with it. I'm going to go and bang a lot of hours into this, make it look awesome. I'm going to come back. I'm going to do like a total walkthrough with you, show you every little detail. I'm going to throw some machinima together because I've got some awesome soundtracks that I want to use, and it's all going to be like creepy and dark and stuff. And we're going to have flying cars and, I don't know, maybe even sky bridges and all kinds of stuff. So, don't miss it.